Hi, welcome to our core session today. We are only going to need a mat, so we're doing a lot of body weight work, something similar to what we did last time, but we're really going to kick those abs, arms, legs into gear today. So grab a mat, come join me, and let's get started on your session today. We're just going to start on a standing position, and we're going to take our feet a little bit wider than hip distance, and I'm going to let you take your hands alongside your body and just drop your neck to the one side. Take a deep breath in, extend that arm a little bit further out, and just drop your chin down to the floor. And just drop your gaze as well. Take another deep breath in, come back up to center, and then take it over to the other side. Draw your chin down to the chest and take your gaze down to the floor. Now, if you wanted an extra bit of stretch, you're just extending the opposite hand and just breathing here, dropping the shoulder away from the ears. Take another deep breath in. We're going to do one more on each side, dropping that shoulder down, taking it away. Beautiful. Coming back in and then dropping that head to the opposite side, taking it away. Beautiful. Come back to center. We're not done with the neck just yet. I'm going to get you to interlace your fingertips and take it to the back of the head, okay? This time, draw the feet directly underneath your hips, and you're just going to drop your chin to chest, and then you're going to take a nice stretch on the upper back. Hold it here. Now, the aim is just getting that stretch along the spine, dropping the chin down a little bit more, because the pressure is in the back of the head, it's the top part of our head. A lot of people push their hands behind them, and it really does crank their neck. Take another deep breath in. Keeping those palms interlaced, you're just going to take the side of the head, drop it down. Try and take the opposite shoulder away from your ear. Back up to center, take it the other way. Now if you've got a ponytail like me, and it's quite high up, use that as a bit of an aid. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. Come all the way back up to center, taking those fingertips straight up towards the sky, taking a deep breath in, tilt over to get a nice oblique stretch here. Amazing. Take another deep breath in, back to center. And then make sure both feet are planting into the floor and we're stretching up rather than collapsing in. So we want to have a big stretch to the corner of the room. Beautiful. Come back to center this time. All I'm going to get you to do is take your right leg over to the left side. Okay? And then we're going to stretch a little bit more here. But this time, open up the right hip and look towards the right side of the room. Now if you're watching this on Instagram, this is going to be opposite, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll get which side I'm on about. Come back to center, swap sides, taking that left foot over the right as close as you can towards each other, and then pushing the hip away, getting a nice oblique stretch. You might get a little bit of stretch in your QL, looking to the opposite side of the room. So make sure you're looking towards the left side. Take another deep breath in, back to center. Exhale, take those hands away, and we're just going to do some shoulder rolls. Fingertips up to the sky, take them back around. So around the world with those hands, stretching, and just opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders. Working into the scapular muscles as well. So when you take your hands down, I want you to physically squeeze the shoulder blades and press them into one another. Good. So we're going to be working arms, legs, even though I've called it a core crusher today. It's just amalgamating a lot of the exercises that we've done previously. I'm going to give you a few tips to give you a few modifications depending upon how you're feeling. So if you've not been yourself in the past couple of days, this is a really good one. Just listen to your body. There is no harm in taking it a little bit smoother. So taking that left hand on the hip, feet out a little bit wider than shoulder distance. This time we're going to rotate that right hand and then take it all the way. So we're opening up the chest, opening up the shoulder. We will be working into the back and the wrists when we get onto the floor, but for now, let's just focus on opening up the chest. Last 3, 2, 1. Back over to the right hip. Left hand comes up, stretch the sky. Big, big circle. Good. And now imagine you're creating that perfect circle, a right round, reaching towards the ceiling, the walls, the floor. You should feel a nice little stretch in that left hip, and just go with a rotation with your back too, okay? Okay, beautiful. This time, hinging with the hips. So I'm going to push my hips back, keeping my chest elevated. Now in this position, because my feet are nice and wide, all I want to do is hinge with my hips, pulling my belly button in, creating a nice neutral spine. Take a deep breath in. We're going to bend into the knees. Keep bending. Reach down and open up our thighs. So if this is a bit tough for you, you don't have to go down as low. You can just keep it here. Just do not hike your hips back. So you've got a couple of variations here. Stretch out your back, stretch out those hips. If you want to take it deeper, we're going to sit those hips down. Okay, this time, hike those hips up. Drop your hands to the floor. Drop your chin down to chest. And then round yourself up. We're going to do the whole thing again, okay? So, deep breath in, hands on hips. Hinge the hips back. So we're getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Nice stretch onto that back, belly button pulled in. If you're coming with me, you're going to bend into those knees, keeping that back straight. It's almost like a deadlift position. Widening up your knees, reaching for those toes. Now, if you're really feeling mobile, I'm not there yet, but you can reach for those toes. But we're going to work into it. So for those of you feeling tight legs, straighten out your legs for me, drop your chin down, and then round up. So if you are feeling tight around the hips, or the back, and the legs, this is a really, really good one to just keep flowing through the sequence of a hinge, bending into the knees, opening up the hips, knees come as wide as the third toe. Now, if you notice, you're going to come down a little bit deeper the more and more you do this. Take another deep breath in. Push your hips straight up towards the sky. Drop your chin down to chest. Shake out your head. Any tension that you've got in your body, just relax it. The more and more you're able to hone in that tension and let it go, the more and more you're going to be able to get into these tricky movements. So deep breath in, hinge. Exhale, bend into the knees. See if you can squat down a tiny bit more now that the knees are nice and open. For those of you coming with me, hands alongside your body, straight up towards the sky. All the way down to center, straight up towards the sky. Hinge straight back in, hike those hips up, round up that back. We're going to go for one more, and I'm going to show you on a straight angle. Hinge up with the hips, legs are nice and wide, bend into the knees are going nice and wide into that squat position. I'm going to come down as low as possible this time, reaching for the floor, reaching for the sky. Come back in, swap sides. Reaching for the floor, reaching for the sky. Come back down, hike those hips up, shake your head out, and then roll the weight all the way back up. So hands straight back onto your hips, feet together, and rotate with the hip. We are going to be doing a lot of hip openers today. So every time we work the glutes, our hips are open. Every time we work the core, we're working stability, balance, just like we're doing right now. We're going to go for 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Swap sides, swap legs. Try and keep a focal point in front of you. If it means just watching me, fantastic. Just making sure that you're honing in that focal point so you can balance. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now let's just ground ourselves into the floor for the last part of our warm-up. And you know it, hands and knees. We're going to go for some rotations. Nice circles with the hips. This has to be one of my favorite movements. because it gives my wrists a little bit of mobility. I'm able to get a nice neutral spine in this too. And yeah, it just feels good. It's almost like this is my, okay, I'm ready to work out. I'm ready to train. Beautiful. Make sure if you're taking your circles a little bit wider, so shoulders over those wrists, take it over those fingertips if you can. And we're really going to work into the wrists today. I will give you an alternative option for those who are finding it a bit too difficult. So swap sides, circle the opposite side this time. Keep tucking that belly button in as we circle. Okay, I am getting warm right now, so I hope you guys are too. Beautiful. Last one this time, knees directly underneath your hips. Flip your palm over, and I want you to just sit back into the heels. Now, this is only to give you that range of movement and stretching that forearm, so you do you. So do not measure yourself against anybody else. If you're doing this with somebody, remember this is not a competition. We are just stretching for ourselves. Swap sides. The pressure you can increase. And if you didn't want to bend, if you didn't want to straighten up the elbow, you can bend the elbow, but try not to sit back as so far, right? So the progression is you straighten up the elbow, and then the second progression is you hike those hips back towards the heels. We're going to do one more on each side. Flip the palm over, just give it a little bit of a stretch. If at any point during the workout, during the training session, you want to do this just to loosen up those wrists, go ahead. If you want to take child's pose, just get your breath back, that's all good too. Okay, so our first exercise, I am going to give you a quick recovery break from our warm-up. Grab a quick drink, but most importantly, keep an eye on the screen because I'm going to give you an alternative version of Around the World. So for those of you who were with me last week, hands were directly underneath our shoulders, feet out to a plank position. What we did was making sure our hands are close to each other. Our feet, if you want to make it a little bit easier, feet are a little bit wider. Yeah, give you that stability, a bit larger base of support. In this position, we're taking our right hand up, our right leg, left arm. We're gonna rotate into that side plank. We're gonna go to the opposite side, so left arm, left leg, right arm, rotate, and then we will move down towards the mat and go through a few more other exercises. For those of you who find this a little bit tough on the wrist or want to take an alternative, you are on your elbows. Measure up, just make sure your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders, clasp those hands, hold in that plank position. We're gonna go for arm lift, leg lift, arm lift. You're gonna rotate, so the arm, your left hand is gonna reach for the elbow, and then you're gonna reach up towards the sky. Now this is an option, you don't need to take it, or when you've gone around the world, just go to the other side, left leg, right arm, and hold. Those who want a modification, elbows down. We're gonna go for right arm, right leg, left arm. If you're coming with me, rotate to a side plank. Left arm, left leg, right arm, rotate up. Take it all the way down. We're gonna pulse for 8, hands up, feet onto the floor. So keep in contact with the toes, spine in neutral. Last 3, 2, 1, come up. Take it over onto your bum. Chest lifts, feet are flat. Touch the mat if you can. Full rotation with the upper body. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way back to the floor. For those who want to still keep contact with the floor, you can. For those who want to advance it, hands and feet up. Alternate touches for your star crunches. Opposite hand to the opposite shin. Last 3. Last 2. Just make sure your lower back is in contact with the floor. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, short rest. And let me know how you get on. How did that feel? Are you starting to get a little bit warmer into your body? Starting to get the movement in? So let me know, see how you get on. And we've got 4 more rounds, because I'm not counting the first one. So we're not doing as many repetitions as around the world. And then remember, if you're feeling it in your wrist, just give it a little bit of a circle. So that was our quick rest. We are going to flip ourselves over into our plank position. Remember your modifications if you're taking them. Feet down, tailbone tucked in, belly button in, right arm lift, right leg, left arm, rotate up, take it all the way around again, left leg, right leg, arm, take it up, take it all the way down to the floor, spine in neutral, belly button pulled in, feet onto the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick yourself up, take it over onto your bum, belly button pulled in. For those who want to do a little bit more advanced, pick those feet up this time and start to touch the floor for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way out wide. If you're coming with me, feet off the floor, hands off the floor, opposite touch, opposite crunch. Good, last 3. 1 more. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, I can definitely feel that in my core. You're getting used to the exercises and the sequence of the exercises. That's the only thing. Sometimes when I spew out something new, it really does give you a little bit of food for thought. So in this next sequence, we've got 3 more rounds to go, and we're just going to try and speed it up. So you go to your level. If at all your technique is compromised, we still need to rein it in, okay? So let's just take the last 3 sets, see how you feel. Tailbone tucks in, hands underneath your upper body, your right arm, right leg, left arm, open and reach, really hike that bottom hip up, left arm, left leg, right arm, rotate and lift, take it all the way down to the floor. We're almost using a little bit of an eccentric push-up when we do that. Hands lift, spine in neutral, chin tucks in, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Come back in, flip yourself over to your bum. For those who want to take it a little bit further, hike those feet up. Remember, you can keep your feet flat onto the floor. We're going to go for 8 repetitions. That was 3. And I did lose count, so I'm going to go for 2 more here. Beautiful. Remember, everything you should be feeling from the core. Lay down onto your back, hands out wide, feet out wide, lift, and cross touch. Now remember, you can keep your feet and hands planted. If it's hard on your neck, you do you. Last 2, guys. Last 1. Beautiful. Bringing yourself back up. Really short rest on this one this time. We've only got 2 more rounds to go, and then we'll move on to the next series of exercises. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this one. The more and more you do it, hopefully the more and more fun you are having, because it's just better when you get the technique right. Sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, I'm fumbling between my lefts and rights, and I do that all the time. I'm like, right leg, left leg, what? I feel like I'm doing like the Thriller movie. I'm like, which side? Anyway, after my little dancing and prancing around, hold into a plank position. Belly button tucked in, tailbone tucked in, right arm reaches, right leg reaches, left leg reaches, left arm reaches, taking it all the way up, hike those hips up, Take it all the way back down. Control it. Left arm, left leg, right arm. Reach, 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 reach. Beautiful. Take it all the way down. Do a mini push-up. Slow it down to the floor. Feet flat. Belly button pulled in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push yourself up. Now for those of you who are utilizing each and every movement, you could do a push-up. You could do a push-up back to this. And then Russian twist for 8. Keeping that chest up. Last 3, 2, 1. For those of you who are coming with me, remember you can do an alternative. If you wanted to come all the way up for 5 reps, you can, but just make sure you are controlling it down and controlling it up. We're not using momentum. We really want to eke out the tension from our abdominals, protecting our lower back. Last 2, last 1, and rest. We've got 1 more set. How did that feel? You've got 15 seconds to give me a quick emoji and let me know how that felt. Comment, tell me how that felt. It's kind of better when you do the latter sets, especially when you try and get your breath back, try and get that momentum in. And yeah, we are on our last round before we get to move on. So, nobody bought yourself some time. Nobody gave me comments. Okay, so fingers underneath shoulders. Feet, take it out. Hips are tucked in. Tailbone tucks in. Let's really utilize this movement. Right arm, right leg, left arm. Hike those hips up. Reach, reach, reach for the sky. Take it back. Left arm, left leg, right arm. Take it up to the sky, push those hips up, do a mini push-up for me, or an eccentric push-up, elbows tight, toes touching, hands lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep pulling that belly button in, 3, 2, 1, push yourself up. I'm not doing a push-up, by the way, but there was a thought I was going to do a push-up on that. I know I asked you guys to, but no. Last 8, last 7, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Remember your alternations. Remember your modifications on your staff crunches. If you're doing the full version, follow me. Do not use momentum. Try not to lower your shoulders down onto the floor. And keep those legs straight. Toes pointed. Arms lift. Widen up. Somebody said to me, it's like I'm free falling, and that is exactly what it is. Imagine you are in a Matrix or a superhero movie, and you're just free falling. Last one, belly button pulled in. It's just a bit of distraction from all of the ab work that we just did. Oh my goodness. Take a quick break. This is our next feature, 5 rounds, and this is what we're going to do next. So, hands are underneath our shoulders. So keep pausing, guys. This is just a quick demo for you. We are going to set ourselves into a plank position, but then hike our hips up to that triangle, down dog. Raise your right foot up towards the sky. We're going to do for 5 reps, knee to nose or knee to where those fingertips are, okay? This is our one side. We are then going to go into a lunge. So your right foot, whenever we take our right foot back, right foot comes in. What we're going to do is lunge it up and then take it back down again. So if you just want to go into a modified reverse lunge, split squat, whatever you want to do, do it. For those of you coming with me, you're going to lunge up, load that right leg, hike those hips down so we're not opening up. We want to really protect those hips, work to the outside of the glutes. And then we're going to come all the way back down to a fire hydrant for the same side. And then we're going to repeat the whole sequence with another exercise in between on the other side. So I'm going to talk you through this first set, okay? First one is, if you're coming with me, hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips, just for a temporary period as we hike our hips up towards the sky. Center your left foot in the middle of the mat. Raise that right leg up, load that left leg. We're going to bring our knee all the way to nose, or take it to those thumbs. Take it all the way back. Belly button is pulling in as you round up the back, square off those hips. Last two. Last one. Beautiful. Hold it here. Pop that right foot down and then bend that back knee. Hands onto your hips. This is where you're really going to have to fire into that left leg. We're going to push into the right leg, lift up and raise that left leg. Remember, for those of you who just want to do a lunge, you are just going up and down. You don't need to raise that left leg. Last three. Take it, pop it down, lift up. Last two. Really loading that right glute. I really want you to feel that right glute. Last one. Beautiful. Lift up. Drop it all the way down. Both knees onto the mat. Hands down. Feet are directly underneath your hips. Your right leg, your right knee opens up for a fire hydrant. Good. Last four. Last three. 2, 1. This time, take it all the way down to the floor. Give me a mini eccentric push-up, or you can just lower yourself to the floor. Now, guys who wanted to watch me, just have a quick look. My hands are down, but my legs will lift. My toes are pointed, and I'm just going to bring both legs up away from the mat. So I'm squeezing my glutes. Now, for those of you who are used to this exercise, try and keep your head in neutral. I want your spine to be neutral. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Curling those toes in, pushing yourself up into a plank position. Hike those hips up, center your right foot, raise that left leg, crunch in as close as you can to those fingertips. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold it here. Pop that foot forward. Bend that back knee. Take a deep breath in, hands on hips. Driving with that left leg, raising that right leg up and reverse. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Oh my goodness, I can definitely feel this in my hamstrings. 2. Last one. Beautiful. Set it down, knees down, hands directly underneath you, and then left leg raises into fire hydrants for last 4, 3, 2, 1. That was round 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, I definitely felt that one. Whew. Oh. That just took it out of me. I don't know what else to say. I'm like sweat dripping. How did you feel? You've got another 20 seconds rest. We've got 4 rounds now. Remember, if you need water, just grab one. I think I'm feeling parched because I keep talking. But you wouldn't have it any other way, right? It's like I'm right there with you. Although, saying that, if you press mute, I feel a little bit insulted. I don't know what's going on. You could have that. Who knows? Okay, are we ready? We're going to do it one more time. Hands underneath our shoulders. Curl those back toes in. Hike those hips up. Center your left foot. Raise the right. Really hike up that leg towards the sky. Pushing your upper body down towards the floor. Round up, knee to nose or knee to fingertips. Good. 5 reps on this one. So we've just done 2. This is 3. Controlled movements. Last one. When we're here, hold, hold, hold. Pop that foot down. Dropping that back knee, hands on hips. Lifting up with that power with those legs. Raising that left leg up. Dropping it down. Raising that left leg up. Good. Dropping it down. Raise. 2 more. fire into that left leg. Really fire into the glutes and squeeze. Last one. Beautiful. Take it all the way down, hands down, knees down, and open up with the fire hydrants. 4 to go. Belly button still pulling in, guys. 3, 2, 1. Hold yourself into a plank position. Slowly lower down. Get a little bit of arm and core work, a little bit more. Raise those legs up, spine in neutral for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push yourself into a plank. If you did a push-up, fantastic. Hike those hips up, center your right foot. Left foot raises, knee to hands. Up you go, knee to hands. And again, last 3, 2, 1. Dropping that left foot down, bending that back knee, hands on hips. Drive with that left leg, hike those hips up. So just take a point of focus in front of you so you can really find that balance. And I really want you to feel the hamstrings engaging, the hips are squaring off, the belly button's keeping you stable. Last one. Beautiful. Knees down, hands down, left leg raises for 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit then, feet up onto your toes, left leg raise, and then crunch in for 5. Left leg raise, crunch in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, we've got 3 rounds. 3 more rounds. Is anybody else sweating? We've only got a short break on this one. And B loves this round. Oh, yes, B. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's me today. I am struggling. But you know what? I've got you guys to get me through this. So we are just going to motivate each other and just get it done, right? We've only got 3 more rounds to go. We're all in it together. We're all trying our best. Hands underneath our shoulders, feet up into a plank position. Hike those hips up nice and high. Right leg raises, knee all the way in. Remember, we're not rushing this. If you've noticed, this is not a crazy HIIT session. That comes after. We are nurturing the quality of each exercise. Really training our core. Remember that with that foot, dropping it down once you've done 5. Dropping that leg, hands on hips. Driving that back leg. I find this one the hardest. I really have to concentrate on this one. Driving that left leg. Make sure you're squaring off those hips. Last 3. Breathe. 2, 1. Drop those knees down, drop those hands down. Oh my goodness, my legs feel shaky. Fire hydrant, off we go. Really hike that knee up. Try not to collapse onto the left side. Last 2, 1. Plank position. Gently take yourself into a push-up, eccentric push-up. Legs lift so you can go up a little bit higher. Push those hips into the mat. Last 3, 2, 1. Push yourself back up. If I did a push-up. Taking a deep breath in, hiking those hips back up. Left leg raise. Come in for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bringing it all the way in, dropping it down, hands on hips, hiking up, loading up, firing up that left leg, up to that reverse leg raise. Last 3. Woo. Last 2. Focus on a point ahead, remember, keep your balance. Last 1. Dropping yourself down, hands and knees, Left leg raises for 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Coming all the way back down, hiking those hips up. Left leg raises, bringing it all the way in. Now the key thing about this one, we're really having to crunch it, pull that belly button in a little bit more than it can. We're really pushing our body here. Last one. And relax. Oh my goodness. We got 2 more, right? How have we got 2 more? And that means we've got 15 seconds rest. Oh my goodness. So for those at home who just want to pause, who are watching this rerun, feel free. You can take an extra bit of rest. For those who are with me live, I'm not sorry. We're in a rush. Taking our hands straight back underneath our shoulders. Legs out wide. Take a deep breath in. Hike those hips up. Right leg raises for 5, 4. Keep pulling that belly button in. 3. Square off those hips. 2, 1. Drop that right leg. Drop that left knee. Hike up and lift. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more powerful in this next set. We've only got 1 more after this one. Last 2. Feel the strength in the glutes, strength in the core. Beautiful. Drop your knees down, drop your hands down. Hiking that knee up. Do not collapse on that left side. Maintain the integrity with the core. Last 2. Last 1. Taking yourself into a plank position, eccentric, lowering it down, legs lift, foot 5. Hike them up a little bit more. So the more minuscule your pulse is, the higher your legs are. You're definitely going to feel this in the erector spinae muscles. Okay, beautiful. Kill those back toes in. If you're coming with me, push up into a plank. Hike those hips up. Left leg raises, knee to hands. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. 1. Lunge. Drop that knee. Hands on hips. Lift up and raise. Drop it down. Lift it up and raise. Really loading that left hamstring. See if you can straighten up the knee. Keep your spine in neutral. It's like you're trying to create a T position. Good. Last one. Keep that focus. Look at your toes if needs be. Hands, knees down. Left leg raises. Last 4. Do not hike those hips away. Keep them central. 2, 1. Hike those hips back up. Left knee raises. Come all the way in for 5. Raise up as high as you can to the ceiling. Take it as close as you can to the fingers. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Settle it down. Okay, we got 1 more round. Oh my goodness. I'm going to give you 20 more seconds rest. So for those who are struggling, take a really deep breath in through your nose and then exhale through the mouth. Exhale it and draw it out. We've got 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale it out. Last one. Are we ready? Last round. Hands down. Feet up. Hike those hips up. Your right leg comes up. Now really feel that crunch. See if you can take it up towards your index finger this time. Make room for that leg. Good. Last 3. Hike those hips up. 2. Last 1. Drop that foot down. Back leg bends. Hands on top. Load up and fire into that right leg. Lift up. Drop it down. Think of the glutes that are working. Think of that spine that's trying to go into a T position. Last 2. Last 1. Oh wow, taking the legs down, knees down. Oh, my right glutes. I'm definitely feeling this one today. Last 4, 3. Take your time on this one. 2, 1.
If you're coming with me, plank position, slowly lower down to the floor, hands away. Raise up those legs for 5, 4, keep them higher, 3, minuscule pulses, 2, 1. If you're coming with me, push yourself back up, hiking those hips up, left leg raises, coming all the way in. I think I changed the sequence here, but hey, we're still going, right? Last one. Taking that left leg down, right knee down, coming up to a lunge, lift up and raise. Good. Lift up, raise. Ah! If you lose balance like me and scream a little, that's okay too. We all make mistakes. We're all human. Last one. I'm just making it up for the one I fell. Knees down, hands down. Hike that left hip up. Remember, we're not collapsing that right side. Make sure it's keeping you stable for 3, 2, 1. Let's finish off with the last push-up. So we're going to take ourselves all the way down, because I messed up that round in the sequence, I think. Hands down, legs up, hands up. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pause. Knees out wide, feet together. Give yourself a little bit of a rest. We're going to come to the left side. Back in again. Our left leg is going to come to the right side. So I'm trying to get my knee as close as I can to my hand. Back in. For those of you who are doing the jump, back into a squat, stand up. That's it. That is our round. So if you are happy with that, remember you can step back. You don't need to go into an impact work if you wanted to go for some more conditioning today. Let's see how many rounds we do in minute 1, and then we will do the whole sequence again in minute 2 after our minute rest. So when we are ready, we're going to go for 9, 8, 7, 6, starting with a squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, squat, hands down, plank, feed that right foot through, feed that left foot through, squat in, drop those hips, stand up. Go again, squat, plank, feed that right foot, feed that left foot, jump in. Remember you can step, squat and stand. That was 2. Feed the opposite leg in, drop in the hips if you want. Jump up, squat, stand. That was 3. Off you go. Remember to push up, drop the hips before you come into a nice squat. This is 5. Come up, stand. This is 6. Oh, we can get one more in. This is 7. Kick, up, squat, stand. Oh my God, my legs. Oh, so we did 7. Well, I hope you guys did 7. How many did you do? Wipe the sweat off. Good news is we've got 1 minute rest, and then we get to do the whole thing again. And you know what? Because I'm a competitor, let's try and do 8 reps on this one, yeah? Let's see what you've got. Amazing. Woohoo! Oh, we've got all the cheers today. Boz did 7. Yes! Okay, me and you, Boz. 8 repetitions. We've got 20 seconds on the clock. Actually, you know what? See how many you can do and then tell me at the end. I'm like Miss Competitor today. I'm definitely making use of this rest and giving myself a breather. But remember, quality 2, right? In 4, 3, 2, squat, down, jump, opposite leg, jump, squat, lift. Widen up those knees. When you go into a squat, protect yourself. As you go into a jump, remember you can step back. For 3, 4. Remember to kick those legs through, fully through. Kick yourself up. That's 5. Knees out wide as you squat, chest up. 6. Good. 7. Oh, we are fire today. Keep it up. Fire those legs in. Get those hamstrings working. Push up. Oh, I think we can get 10 in. We've got 5 more seconds on the clock. Chest up, leg through, legs up. Oh my God. Oh, that was 10, right? Oh, I can't believe I was talking through that one. Oh, that definitely took it out of me.
Thank you so much for joining me and going through this session today. I hope you had fun, and if you did, please comment below. Remember, we're on Instagram and Facebook, and if you're not already signed up to the training platform, we've got a plethora of fitness videos. We've got some core conditioning, strength, and we've got some mobility as well as mindfulness courses specifically to cater for your needs at that right time. So click subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and make sure you check out fitnesschicks.com, and I'll see you on the mat very soon. Have a great day.